I'm Batty Addy, and welcome to this week's episode of Marinara Monday. What is Marinara Monday, you may ask? Well, it's where I get super stony baloney and think of some random thing and research it, and I tell you guys about it. Just so you guys are aware, I am sick this week, so please bear with me if I sound like shh. This week's episode is about the smallest moon and the largest moon in our solar system. Just a quick little refresher to start. Our solar system consists of a few different varieties. Flavors? I don't know. Starting closest to the sun, we have our inner planets, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, and Ceres, a dwarf planet that I will explain in just a moment. This distinction between inner planets and outer planets is inner planets you can actually step foot on. They are terrestrial. They're composed of a solid surface, while we have the outer planets that are gas and ice giants. Sorry, I did it like down here. And they're ice giants. Gas meaning like dead ass, like just like a bunch of different gases hanging out around a core. And then ice is just a term used by scientists to describe the slushy of water and ammonia and methane. Near the core of an ice giant, it actually gets up to 9,000 degrees Fahrenheit, which is approximately 4,982.2 degrees Celsius. That's fucking hot as shit, bro. Our outer planets are composed of Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. Don't worry, guys. I didn't forget about our sweet little baby Pluto. Pluto, as well as 4 other dwarf planets, belong to is super far out there in what is called the trans-Neptunian region. This region is called this because it goes beyond where Neptune orbits, but it still orbits the sun. So in this region, we have Pluto, Haumea, Makemake, Uranus, and Sadna. All 4 of these planets, as well as Ceres, are considered dwarf planets. According to the International Astronomical Union, which sets definitions for planetary science, a dwarf planet is a celestial body that orbits the sun, has enough mass to assume a nearly round shape, has not cleared the neighborhood around the orbit, and is not a moon. That's a direct quote from the NASA page. Like, seriously, like, check out my sources below. It's pretty cool. Okay, but I didn't know there was so many more like other planets that were added, like including the dwarf planets. Like, that's freaking nuts. But also, it's understandable as things are like ever changing and science is ever changing and expanding upon subjects and different disciplines, and honestly, I just really love science. So the smallest moon in our solar system is called Deimos. Yes, the fucking Greek god of dread. Deimos is one of 2 moons of Mars. Its mean diameter is 7.8 miles or 12.5 kilometers compared to Earth's moon with a 2,179 miles or 3,475 kilometers diameter. So this thing is like a little pin needle compared to Earth's moon. This thing is like a little... Deimos also seems to be composed of the same material found on asteroids in the outer asteroid belts. It has a lumpy, hard surface with a layer of dust from all of the pulverized land and space debris that runs into it. So this dust stays really close to Deimos because of Mars' gravitational pull being relatively the same distance from the Martian moon. Otherwise, the dust wouldn't be there at all. So thanks to Mars, like, Deimos has like this really warm, comfy little blankie of dust around it. Little sweet little baby. And this is starkly different to the largest moon in our solar system. Ganymede is one of the 95 moons that orbit around Jupiter. No, I am not going to go over all 95 because that's a lot, and I ain't doing all that. And bro, like, no. Ganymede is even bigger than Mercury and Pluto. It also has its own magnetic field. It really is something because this is the only moon that we have found thus far to have its own magnetic field. Like, this thing's fucking huge. Like, And how do we know that it has its own magnetic field? NASA's Galileo spacecraft in 1996 picked up auroras in both the north and south pole of the perceived planet's poles. Ganymede is composed of three main layers. The core, liquid fucking metal. A shell outside of that composed of solid metal. And the outer shell composed of mainly ice. Yes, actual ice from H2O this time, not the slushy, methane, gassy stuff. It has also been found to have a tiny layer of oxygen for an atmosphere in seemingly deep underground oceans. Like deep as in 62.14 miles or 100 kilometers. Also, did I forget to mention ice surface? The daytime surface gets as cold as negative 297 to negative 171 degrees Fahrenheit or negative 182 to negative 112 degrees Celsius. Just honestly, fucking perish. Like, goodbye. This ice surface is believed to be about 95 miles or 150 kilometers thick. And all of this on a freaking moon, dude. Both of these moons hold such a cool title, but they're also incredibly unique and beautiful in their own way. Much like all of y'all. Okay, bye!
Like, comment, subscribe.